Morning. So this is my first attempt to do a proper video. So starting off in the car park, drove up to North Wales last night, left about 9:30, got up here about 1:30, pulled over in a lay-by, had a little sleep, and then just driven up to the start of the walk this morning, which is from Llyn Ogwen, which is just over there. I don't know if I can make it out, it's just through there. We're in the play and display car park. There's a very nice facilities over there to have a wash, toilets, and then we've got some mountains in the back there. Tryfan, which I did earlier on in the year, is I think it's that one right in front of us. And then speaking to somebody this morning, you've also got the Devil's Kitchen, which is a close second to Tryfan as a good scramble, which is over the back there somewhere. But today we're going to do the Carneddau range, which is on this side of the road. The route I have actually starts us from the beginning of Llyn Ogwen over up the other end there, but looking at there's a map over there which actually shows a route starting just over here, which seems to be a more direct route, which takes us up to the first summit, which is 978 meters, which is Penwy. Where is it? Can't find it. Penwy Olwyn, which is 978 meters. So that will be our first target for the day. There's actually 7 peaks over 3,000 meters on this side of the on this side. So the aim is to try and do all 7 today, and then we end up at the other end of the range. So there is a route down to a small town where you apparently can get a taxi. So that is the plan. So we'll see what happens. The weather was supposed to be quite nice today. I've had a few rain showers. It was clear earlier on, but the fog has come in a little bit now. But we'll see what happens for the rest of the day. So I'll come back to you later on. So we've just started the walk. We just come up from the road, walk down from the car park over here, come down the road, and there's a signpost that comes up here. A little bit scrambling to start with. Follow the path round, and then we can make out a track up here, and that is our first target. It looks quite steep, a bit scrambly in places. The views are great. Very rocky formations here. Yeah, and the weather's cleared a little bit now. The fog's blown over a bit, so hopefully we'll get a bit of a sunshine. There was a rainbow a minute ago, but it's gone now. So yeah, I'll come back to you later on. Right, so I've just put on the head strap to try and catch some of this. Be a little bit safer than trying to use the hand tripod thing. So yeah, let's go. Let's film some stuff. Remember to try and not move my head about too much, so it's not flying about all over the place. Ooh, yeah, it looks interesting. Let's go that way, shall we? Probably should have started it down there somewhere. These rocks are very, oh yeah, very slippery. Make sure you get a good hand hold before committing yourself. You'll be gone otherwise. Right. Oh, yeah. Let's get up there, hopefully safe and sound. Look for a handhold. Get your handhold. 3 points of contact apparently. And then go. Whoa. It's funny how you look at something from the bottom and you think that doesn't look too bad, but then when you actually start climbing it you think, oh yeah, actually it's a bit worse than what it looks. But yeah, good fun. As long as that's how it stays and doesn't turn into anything else. Right, here we go. See the old quartz or granite set in the rock here. Quite a common feature on the mountains here. It's obviously not valuable because it's still here. So. Right. Oh, there's a bit of a top up there. I don't think that's the summit, so we'll finish it there for a bit and come back when we're a bit further up. Right, this is me at the top of Pen Y Olwyn, 978 metres. First summit of the day. It's clouded over a little bit at the moment. Hopefully it'll just blow over. Our second target is Carneddau, which is up here. So there's a path up here, up here, up here, up here, up here. I think it might be Daffyd, or it might be behind in the clag. I'm not entirely sure yet, but it is that way. So it's a bit windy on top here. A nice view across to the other side. This here is Triffin, which you can just make out just on top. See if I can zoom in. So just on top here, you can just make out the Adam and Eve stones, which tradition is to sort of climb one and jump across to the other. Last time I was up there, it was covered in fog, couldn't see anything, so missed all the views over here. But the route I took was up the north face here, which looks quite imposing when you look at it from over here. Yeah, but maybe I'll do that tomorrow again and do the gliders, which was what I was meant to do last time, but because of the conditions I ended up not doing them. So yeah, so I have a quick bite to eat here. Didn't have any breakfast this morning, just a cup of coffee, so getting a bit peckish. And yeah, we'll come back to you when we're on the trek up. We've got a pretty impressive view of where we just were. We're just up there, just made our way down here, just looking down into the valley. Pretty impressive rock formation there. Little lake or whatever they call them up here. Obviously in Scotland they're called lochans, but don't know what they're called here. Yeah, and then we're just heading up there. This is in the clag at the moment, but hopefully it'll blow over. So come back to you in a bit. When you're walking up here, the tops just seem very jagged rock formation, just rock everywhere, very jagged boulders everywhere. That was obviously a brick wall at some point, but yeah, it is just the amount of rock that's up here. It's just immense. Yeah, interesting little formation there. And then, yeah, another view back across to Tryfan and down the valley. So here we are at the top of Carneddau at 1044 metres. Clag has come in, literally surrounded now. Yeah, so the next summit is that way, which I don't remember the name of at the moment, but next time I take my phone out I'll check it and see. We've got a nice little double shelter here. How many times that's been used on days like this. Yeah, so we'll carry on. Not really much to see here. So, yeah, hopefully, yeah. The weather forecast was for it to be good visibility today, but yeah, doesn't seem to be happening at the moment. So, well, still a bit windy. We've got some nice views now. Scenery. This is where we're I don't know if you can make it out where we would be heading. Oh, yeah. Up here somewhere. So yeah. Right. So this is where we've come from. This was Carneddau, and we've come along here. Typically it wasn't in the fog a minute ago, and now I've decided to film it. It's gone in the fog, but yeah, we come down here, come down here, and then we've got a view of the other valley now. Now we've come over the crest of this one, and we are making our way around here, which is to Carneddau, which is actually like the Welsh name things with two L's, but it's actually pronounced Clw, like Clanberis, Llewellyn. Yeah, so if you do ever come to Wales and you see something spelt with two L's, it's actually spelt or pronounced Cl. So just a little tip there for you. Right, this is me at the top of Carneddau. As you can see, the fog is in. It's been coming and going, but at the moment, yeah, it's in. It's in. I don't think it's going anywhere. It seems to be getting thicker. There's a little shelter over there. So the route is just to continue on that way. There's another hill or mountain, Y Ellen, which is over over there to the left, which you branch off this path up here. So literally you walk out to it and then you walk back again. There's no way of continuing the walk on. Yeah, that will be the next target. So I'll probably just grab a quick sandwich and yeah, see if the fog blows over at all, so I can see where I'm going, and then yeah, I'll come back to you later on. This is really quite eerie up here with the fog. You're just walking along and you see this rocky outline and shapes appearing in the distance. It's like some foreign, it's like a planet's landscape, like an alien planet. So it could be something out of Alien or Prometheus. Yeah, it's quite eerie. Last thing I want to see is an alien appearing over one of these rocks. Oh well, carry on. I think I'm going the right way. It's the trouble with the fog comes in and you can't see where you're going, so you're relying on your phone, relying on the app on your phone to tell you if you're going the right way. So if anything happens to your phone, it's always good to have a backup, so that you've got a second point of reference that you can use, or a map and a compass. Yeah. Right, I'll come back to you later on. Right, just thought I'd get the camera out as the fog has just blown away, so we're offered some views now. So this is where we're heading next, White Ellen. I don't know if it's spelled Y-R, how you pronounce it I don't know, but Ellen. So this is the one that you walk out to and then just walk back. That's where we've come from over there. I think that was David. And we've just come down from up here where Llewellyn was. So yeah, we're just going to make our way over here. It's been in the clag basically since it got up to the top of Llewellyn, but it's suddenly just blown out of the way. So which is a good job too, because I was having a bit of trouble getting me bearings. Yeah, so it looks like quite a nice path up there. I'll come back to you when a bit further along. So we were up here earlier on and we've walked all the way down here, all the way down here, all the way down here, down here somewhere, and then we're heading up there. Where's a crow waiting for us to greet us? So yep, not far now. Come back in a bit. Right, that's me on top of Ellen, announced it, standing at 962 metres. You can see down into the valley there. I don't know what towns they are down there, but I think from the last hill, Foy or something, I actually have to walk down there and try and get a taxi back to where the van's parked, because I'm quite some way away from the van. So yeah, should be interesting. Looks like the fog's coming back in now. So yep, let's get out of here, get back onto the main track. So literally just go back to where we come from and then pick up the track and go around to the next one. Okay, speak to you later. So we came down this to get to Ellen, so we now have to go back up it again to get to the next hill summit, which we go up there, round here, and then is over here, which is Falfutch. yeah, so yeah, let's get this done and get up here. So come back to you later. So just spent the last half hour or so walking in the clag, coming down this steep section here, which you can't really make out. You catch the last bit of it, and now it's sort of opened up a little bit, and this is where we're heading, round here and up here, and then I believe we continue on along there. Yeah, so that's the route. Done 4 of the 7 so far. So the next one is Foul Grush or something, 960 something meters. So yeah, I'll come back to you when I get to that one. So this is me approaching Foul Grush, which is 968 meters. So this is the 5th summit of the day, over 3,000 meters. Sorry, 3,000 meters, 3,000 feet. So yeah, 2 more to go after this one. The fog keeps coming and going, keep getting the views every now and again. So yeah, it's not too bad. At least it's not raining. Hopefully I haven't just jinxed it, but yeah. Right, come back to you later. Memorial stone here for Scotty Hughes, Gunner SAC, lest we forget. Here we are. Right, this is me at the top of Carneddau, which was formerly known as Carneddau or Chuff. Not entirely sure which is the summit. That looks the highest point. I think that is probably it. On the map there's a pile of stones here, which is definitely lower. Now I'm stood over here, there's a slight cairn over there, but that's too low. So I have actually been up to that one. So I'm going to take that as a summit. I've been to that one, and that is definitely not it over there. So yeah, so this is how high is this one? 926 meters. So yeah, so that leaves one more to do, which is Folfray, which is that way somewhere. So yep, we'll head on, and we'll come back to you let's get a bit further up. Okay, cheers. Right, this is me on top of the top of Folfray. This is the 7th peak today, over 3,000 feet. This stands at 942 meters. So that is the last one for the day. So now I have to work out how I'm going to get down to civilization without walking back all the way I've come, which the time is now coming up to it's 20 to 4 now. So yeah, it's a long walk back. As I said earlier, I did see a video walking with Wallace, who he walked down to a town from here and got a taxi back to the start point. So I shall have a look on the map and see where that is, and see if I can make my way down there, and hopefully before it gets dark as well. So I'll come back to you once I've worked out where I'm going. Right, cheers. So apparently I was watching back a video, and this is supposedly the cairn marker at the highest point. So I've touched them both anyway, so either one of them, the other one might just be a trig point, but yeah, I've touched them both, so I've covered myself. So yep, and now I'm just going to make my way down, continue on, and then somewhere down there yeah, try and find some way to civilization. So I'll I'll speak to you later. So I'm walking along thinking, I've walked a long way today, and I've looked up in the distance, and there's the sea, and just over there, just about to get covered in the fog, is that's Conway Mountain, which is up on the coast. So I don't know how far I've walked, but it's a bloody long way. It's a long way. Hopefully I can find the taxi to get me back. We'll see. There was me thinking it was all downhill from the last summit, but no, another little bit of uphill climbing. So yeah, not quite done. Hopefully from this one it should be straight down from here, but yeah, it's not too bad really. Just you don't like too much uphill after you think you've done the last bit of uphill. So yeah, see you later. Right, so we've come to a crossroads. Left takes you to Aber, which is Aber Falls, which is no good because you come to a car park, then there's a long walk down the road before you get to anywhere. You got Rowan, which is, don't know what's there. You got Drum, which is where we just come from, and then we have Clan blah, 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 something or another, which on the map is the shortest distance to civilization. So we're going that way, and hopefully it's not too long. I'll come back to you with signs of life. Got some Welsh mountain ponies here. I'm quite tempted to jump on one and try and ride it down. Anything to make it a bit quicker. There's more, little baby one here. Don't think he'll be up to carrying me. I don't think any of them will be. They're quite small. There we go. Hello. So finally I have found civilization. So still a little walk to go, but hopefully I can get down there, find a taxi and get back to my van and get a Guinness or 2 or 3 or 4. Speak to you later. Well, this is turning into a bit of a disaster, so I now have to go down the village I've ended up in. Can't get a taxi from, so got to get a bus, which is one at 6:20, which is 6:27, which is now. There's one a little bit later on. Get a taxi to get a bus to Bangor, and then get a taxi from Bangor to back to the van, hopefully. Yeah, all good fun. Right, it is 8 o'clock. I've just got back to the van. Oh dear, I got down from the walk at the other end about 10 past 6, quarter past 6. Couldn't get a taxi from wherever it was, Clan Fair, wherever. Had to get a bus down into Bangor, then taxi from Bangor back to Ogwyn Cottage. Cost me 35 quid for a taxi. So all in all, quite an expensive day to get, or expensive trip to get back to the van. It's been a good day, but yeah, I wasn't expecting that, especially when Walk with Wallace put on, he got a taxi for 15 quid from wherever he, Gellin or somewhere. But I'm just glad to be back at the van. Just going to go and go to the toilet, have a quick wash, and then I'm going to have a Guinness or 2. So signing off for now, and yeah, we'll see what happens in the morning. Cheers.